Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Chrissy and Stevie. This is Stevie. And today I'm about to really be doing a video on Cardi B and Offset. So just check it out and I'm gonna have to say what I have to say from a man's perspective. And don't worry, it ain't gonna be misogynistic. Hopefully not. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna be giving my thoughts on this whole Cardi B Offset divorce because I know that a lot of women have been making videos about it on YouTube, some other couple channels as well. So I'm like, let me throw my hat in the ring, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young black man. Let me try to say things, at least from my perspective, not necessarily all the way from a man's perspective, but just from the outside, you know, just looking in. And I will first of all say this, she made a very good decision for her family and she made a very good decision for her public image. She's trying to necessarily not necessarily be in the politics, but sort of be that public figure that sometimes is political. She just met with Joe Biden, I believe it was almost like a month ago. And that's really cool because as artists start to become more conscious and more politically aware about different issues can actually get a light shine on them, whereby before, you know, some like artists pretty much just stayed away from that whole politically activist type of deal. Now, can some artists go way too far with it? Absolutely, but I believe that she needs to be maybe a little more educated on different issues and, you know, just be a little more chill, but at the same time, you know, she is who she is. But overall, I think for that aspect, for her public image, that was pretty good because mind you guys, like everybody's looking at her. People gonna be like, well, look, I understand you talking about public issues and all that other type of stuff, but you need to get your household in order. And that's what she had to do. She had to, you know what I'm saying, cut Offset off, you know, like Vince Carter, it's over. That's just how it was. And even from a family perspective, that's a good deal because, you know, her daughter's grown up and seeing all that. And already that puts a horrible image of marriage in her daughter's mind. And sadly, you know, that's with like a lot of black people. We really come from just dysfunctional household. Not all of us, like for instance, I was blessed enough to grow up in a two-parent household. My mom and my dad have been married for almost, I think a little bit over 25 plus years. Probably a little bit after 25 plus years because I just turned 24. I know they got married before having me. So I know it's been almost 30 years at least. So I was able to really see, you know, my mom and my dad interact and, you know, have a faithful marriage where nobody was cheating on the other, at least as far as I know, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I won't ever, you know, hear nothing like that. That would be very disappointing to hear. But at the same time, I was able to see this. And so me growing up, I had just a right mindset about marriage, a right mindset about relationships. And that's not to say that just because you grow up in a two-parent household that that's going to happen, because some people come from, you know, horrible households. Some people don't come from, you know, good parent households at all, where the father's just, you know, abusing the wife, cheating on her. But I was able to see, you know, a good marriage through thick and thin. So therefore my mindset on relationships is different. But that's not like most young black men at all. You know, a lot of us, you know, we grew up in households where it's just the mom and she just has different boyfriends, and that's not always the, you know, a good ideal situation, because sometimes the boyfriends who she may have in the house is bad. Now, I don't know Offset's family history. I do know that he does have like a lot of kids with a lot of different women, and so I know that could be an issue to some women, and I believe that probably that should have been an issue to Cardi B. I'm not always saying that to not date a guy with kids, but I'm gonna be honest with you, if he can't keep his penis in his pants, that is a habit. This just is. A habit is hard to break if he's so used to talking to different women here and there, and that's before he was famous. Can you imagine, you know, with money? Money don't change who you are as a person. Whoever you are before you have money is going to be after you have money. Money just amplifies different problems and different desires that you may have when you were poorer. And so with Offset, it's just amplified. Can you imagine, like for instance, us guys, right? Guys have to work hard to cheat. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, he gotta go and talk to a whole different woman. He gotta make sure his social media clean, to make sure that she not trying to, you know what I'm saying, snoop through and see his main girl, all this other type of stuff. You know, guys, they have to do all these different stuff. Regular dudes to just cheat. They, you know what I'm saying, they have to go through all this type of stuff. Offset, that's all he gotta do is open up his DMs on Instagram and have Instagram models just DM him messages and freaky stuff on his phone. And if he already had a problem keeping his penis in his pants before that, do you really think it's going to happen after? And so that's one of the things that I would definitely say, maybe a critique of that whole situation, is that she most likely should have looked at, you know, his past. And I'm not always going to say a person's past represents who they are, but in cases with men, most of the time it's true. I'm just going to be honest. Whatever your past is as a man, most of the time it's probably going to be doing the same thing. With women, it's a little bit different. Women just have that on and off switch, you know, that nurtured aspect of wanting to get married, wanting to have kids, or wanting to be with one man, while men, you know what I'm saying, just be going buck wild. But in the black community, that's just a representation of our families and where we're coming from. If we are growing up in good families where, you know, commitment and being faithful to one woman is being taught to these, you know, young guys, especially by their fathers, and they're able to witness it, and the father's able to lead by example, then more men will be faithful. And that's kind of like the biggest thing right there. And so, you know, with that whole situation, I thought she made a very good choice for her family and her daughter, because granted, does her daughter want to grow up and seeing her father constantly cheating on the mother? You know, that's just, it just messes with the mind. It really does. And overall, I thought it was a very great decision that she made. And hopefully she does find, you know, her Russell Wilson. Hopefully she does pull a Sierra to, you know, stop messing with the trap niggas, and stop messing with the niggas that, you know, really just doing her wrong and cheating on her. And she actually meets a nice man that's able to, you know, just pretty much treat her the way that she wants to be treated. Sometimes that may require her dating lower. Who knows? You know, I'm not saying that a lot of celebrity dudes can't be good men, but cheating, money, you weigh those two things, they go together, they make, you know. But anyway, y'all, just going to basically a rumor that I heard on Twitter. I saw this on Twitter. I saw it like maybe a few days ago. And it said that Offset was dissatisfied in the marriage because apparently his wife was, you know, making thought music. Now, this is just a disclaimer. This is my own personal opinion. And by the way, I don't listen to like trap music. I listen to Christian rap. Most people, when I say it to, they're like, what's Christian rap? What's that? That's what I listen to. I don't listen to trap music. I don't listen to none of that type of stuff. I may listen to Drake here and there a few times, but that's just not my taste in music. I don't believe that's what God called me to. That's just me. Now, I'm able to say I don't really agree with her music, but I also don't agree with Offset music. I think Offset music is just worse. I think his music is just seriously harmful to just the young man's mind, and also just to the black community. I'm gonna be real. When you rapping about shooting niggas, selling drugs, all that type of stuff, hitting hoes, whatever you doing, I think that's just a bad influence, what I really wanna say. And so, at the same time, he can't really complain about her music. Also, that's where she came from. She came from being a dancer, a stripper, and she was from love and hip hop. So that's something that, from her mindset, that's just like second nature. And he may not agree with that, and that's maybe a conversation that he might have had with her. However, it is hypocritical to just say something like that when you not only are a serial impregnator, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you make music that's worse or on the same level. So it's just, you know, it's not really a good look for him in general if this rumor is absolutely true, because it just paints him in the direction of just a husband that's just wants to have his way with his wife, and it's his way or the highway, when in a relationship it's about just compromise and just learning how to, you know, work with this other person, and at the same time letting go some of your own, you know, pridefulness is really what I want to say. Because men, we can be prideful and hypocritical, so we have to let that go, and at the same time work with our woman. So overall, I thought it was a pretty good decision, man. I really did. Now, it's unfortunate it did end in divorce, because, you know, I guess the other option would be for them to work it out. But can y'all really see Offset? Like, tell me in the comment section, can y'all really see Offset stop cheating? Like, this has probably been a habit that he had ever since he was like my age, or I think he's only like 28. He looks older than me. But this is probably an issue that he's had ever since, you know, like teenagers. I remember even me growing up in elementary school, every boy that was like, I'm trying to have me like 6 girlfriends, trying to have me 7 girlfriends. Even when I work, sometimes like I'm a counselor and I work with kids, you have little boys like as young as maybe like 9 or 8 talking about, man, I got 16 girlfriends. Like, and although we laugh about it, we think it's a joke, I still think it's serious, because this type of mindset goes into like adulthood. So then when you're in college, like me for instance, where instead of trying to look for one girlfriend, maybe possibly find your future wife, you looking to hit all these different females. You looking to just wild out for real. And it's unfortunate that a lot of, you know, black men have that type of mindset. I'm just gonna be honest here. I know I do like to joke around with Chrissy that black men don't cheat, but yeah, black men be cheating a whole lot. Like, I stamp on everything. I think black men be cheating the most in America. Who knows? But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm gonna be dropping videos. Chrissy gonna be dropping videos. Man, we about to make this thing lit, and that's just how it's gonna be. Appreciate it. Love y'all, and peace.